Watch out now. Watch out. Watch out now. Howdy, hey guys, welcome back. We got another video, man. So in today's video, we're gonna be working on the distributor, rebuilding the distributor and replacing all the seals and everything in the distributor because I'm having some leaks. This port here was jetted up and plugged up and leaking. I also had oil in my cap. So today's video is just going to be about replacing all the seals in my distributor on my 2000 Honda Accord. So make sure you guys go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, share. Well, make sure y'all subscribe first, then like, comment, and share. I thank you guys for tuning in and watching. Make sure y'all go ahead and check out my GoFundMe down in the link below. Look at it, share it, do whatever you like. I appreciate it. Man, y'all go ahead and stay tuned and wait for the video. Peace. Alright guys, so like I said in the intro, we're gonna be replacing the seals on this distributor. So the first thing we want to do is go ahead and, since we're gonna take the distributor all the way off, we can pull these wires off. So all you want to do is just grab by the base of the wire and pull them off of the distributor cap. Alright, and we have those out of our way. So this electrical connection here, there's a tab on the back side that you just want to depress, and once we depress that, it should pop right out. That's it. Alright guys, so next, after we remove all the wires, let's remove this intake box breather, just so we can get a little bit more room. So it's just 4 clips. You just push that down, come to the back side. There's 2 more in the back. And if you go up here to the intake, it's a Phillips screwdriver. You just unscrew that clamp. Once you have that clamp unscrewed, you can pop this hose off, pop that out, and this should come right out of the way. Alright guys, the next step, there's 2 12mm bolts. One is located here and the other one is on the opposite side, but they're on the bottom. Grab your 12mm. Alright, and there's one on the opposite side. Alright guys, so that bolt is located right back here, right under where you took this electrical connection off. That last bolt is located right in there. Alright. Alright. Alright guys, so next we have everything loose. So now we can go ahead and pull the distributor cap. I'm gonna tuck some napkins up under it so it doesn't leak a bunch of oil every place, because there is gonna be a little bit of oil that comes out of the rear of this distributor. Some of these up under there. And after we have that, we can just pull the distributor straight out. And what we want to verify and confirm is the location of this dial. So we noticed that this dial pin is pretty much at like the 11 o'clock pointed. So we want to make sure that we put this right back at 11 o'clock, exactly where it came from. Alright guys, so we have already removed it. Alright guys, so what I have here is some brakes parts cleaner. And all I'm going to do is spray the back of this distributor just to clean it up a little bit so I'm not making a mess on my table. Alright guys, so we got the distributor out, we got it cleaned up. The next thing we want to do is, if you see these Phillips screws here, we want to remove those 3 Phillips screws. You can either use a Phillips screwdriver or you can use a 7mm socket. I'm gonna use a 7mm socket. Have that one done. The last one. All right, that should free it up so we can remove the cap. And as you can see, there is oil in this cap. So that tells me that the seal that's in this portion of this little mechanism is gone. So we're definitely leaking oil into the distributor cap. So that's not good. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and dismantle the cap. So I'll show you guys how to do that. All right guys, so the next thing we're gonna remove is we're gonna take this little rotor top piece off. Armature or armature or whatever it's called. I'm not really sure what it's called. But that's gonna be an 8mm. So we're gonna use that. But you can also use a Phillips screwdriver if you want, but we're gonna use the 8mm. So remove that, loose it up. Take the bolt out, and this cap should pop right off. I'll set that right there. Next thing, let's see if we can loose this these two Phillips screws here. See if we can pop those out, and that should free it up to come out. So got that one out. Let's get this other one right here. Don't start to strip out now. All right. Next thing we're gonna need to do is we're gonna have to press this pin out. This pin that's located right here, we're gonna have to press that pin out. So let me see if I can find a clamp. We're gonna clamp this distributor down, and I can see if I can press it out with or hit it out with a hammer. I'll be right back. So we're gonna see how this is gonna work out. I got some liquid wrench right here. I'm gonna spray a little bit in there. Let's see if we can get this thing to start coming out. Oh man, this thing gonna keep moving. All right guys, so it's the next day. I've already tried a punch and hammer and everything, but I was fighting with this thing yesterday for probably an hour and a half to almost 2 hours of just using a hammer, a punch, and that wasn't working. So what I done was I went to Harbor Freight and I went and purchased it's called a heavy duty chain breaker. So it's used for like bicycle chains, motorcycle chains, stuff like that. So we're gonna use this punch and see if we can punch this pin out with this. Put it up. All right guys, so I have it, and what it looks like is it's basically like a press. So if you turn this, it has like a little dial pin here, and you use it just like a press. So the bottom side is an open side. So when we push the pin through from the top, it should slide out the bottom. And if you have the same one, this set bolt here is a 14mm. So guys, if you doing this, I would strongly advise you to go ahead to Harbor Freight and purchase this tool, and you won't have to worry about it. I mean, you may be able to actually get this thing out with a hammer, but I just wasn't successful. So we have the top there, and we have the bottom open. I can actually see the pin there. So we'll go ahead and tighten this down. It's a 14mm. And let's make sure the pin is coming through the back side. It looks like it is, so we'll go ahead and tighten it down. So we just keep tightening it. It's getting easier, so it must be close to getting out. All right, it kind of just went all the way through, so we'll screw it back off. All right, guys, so hey, you have it. It's off. Now if I can get it out of there. All right, guys, so this is it. It's out of there. That was tough. All right, guys, now that you have that pin pressed out and you have this little arm off, and it's crazy, guys, that took less than 10 minutes. And I was fighting with this thing yesterday for probably about 2 hours. I should have just stopped and went to Harbor Freight. But now that you have that off, it has like a little washer on the back, but I think that stays. So you want to turn it back over to the top, and this shaft should pull right out. And the seal we're looking for to replace is this one right here. It seems to be on the shaft. But this is our culprit right here, and it's hard too. So let's just remember how it came off. The open sides is on the bottom and the flat side is on the top. All right, guys, so this is the kit that I bought, and this kit came with 2 different sides of these seals. You just want to pick the one that's actually the same as the one you have currently. So we'll pull these out. And off top, I think this thicker one is the one that we need. Yep. So before we put the new seal on, guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna spray everything down with brake cleaner, because as you can see, we did have the oil and everything in this unit. And as you could tell the oil came in here and just washed down on everything. Because you can see all the oil splatter and oil stains right on this side. So it came in and it just fell down on everything. So we'll get brake cleaner and spray everything off real good and get all that old oil out. And that actually might help with like I have like slow starts, and sometimes it seems like it's skipping. And if it after it run a while, and it'll straighten back up. So this might be some of my issues too. So let's get some brake cleaner. We clean everything off. All right, guys, let's start with this shaft. Let's spray it off real good. And you can tell oil was leaking for a while, because the top side of this bearing here, it has like little debris on it, and it seems like it's dried up hard oil. So, but I'm gonna make sure I clean all of that off. All right. Then we'll grab the unit itself and we'll try to spray all of this crap out of it. All right. All right, guys, so we'll take the new seal, which is this. We found a socket that's small enough to go down in there. All right, guys, I got a 13mm socket, deep wall. So we're gonna get the seal. We're gonna push it down in there. Let me put a little bit of grease on it first. Just a little bit. I got some grease. Just want to put a little bit, just so it'll go and seat well. All right, so we got the grease on it. Push it down in there. All right. I think that might be. I think that's good to go, guys. So we pushed it down in there. Now that we have that, we can go ahead and reinstall it. So we grab our shaft, put our shaft back in. And then the 2 bolts that goes in at the top, we can go ahead and install those. Let's push this all the way down. Go ahead and screw it down. tighten this one down. Then we'll take and press our needle back through. And I scratched a little line on one side, and this is the side I scratched the line on. So this line will go back in that end. So what we want to do is put it there and go ahead and start it. All right. I'll tap it down as far as it'll go. And then we can press it back all the way down, just like we pressed it on. And you just want to line up all the teeth. All right, we're starting to press it back in. All right, that's good. All right, guys, so the next thing we're gonna do is go ahead and install this rotor or whatever it's called. It only goes one way, so once you have it on there, I think it's a 8mm, and I'll go ahead and grab an 8. All right, that's that. And then we can reinstall the cap, and that's it. Can't mix it up. We start them by hand. 7mm socket, or you can use a Phillips, but just so we don't strip anything out, we'll use the 7mm bolt. Because sometimes these bolts can be corroded, and if you try to take them out with a Phillips, it might strip out the heads on them. You just want these snug. All right, guys. Next, we can go ahead and reinstall it back on the vehicle. All right, guys, I don't know the best angle, but what we want to do is, I don't know if you remember when we took this thing off, but this was in like the 11 o'clock position. So it's pretty much back in the same position it was in when we removed it. So that was like there. And all we'll do is reinstall it and install the 12mm bolts. You know what? I forgot to change the seal. So let me change the seal real quick. And to change this seal, all you want to do is grab your pick tool, get up under the seal, and just work it off. And the new one, just slide it on. And that's it. All right, guys, so what we'll do is go ahead and reinstall these 12mm bolts. And like I said, you want to just make sure you put this arm back in the same position it was facing when you took it out. It'll only go in there two ways. Either this line is at the bottom or it's at the top, wherever it's going to be located. Mine was located in about the 11 o'clock position. So we'll put it back there. Move my rag. Put it back in its place. There. We'll grab the 12s. We'll reinstall those. Start that one. We'll grab this other one and get this one started. Grab my wrench. I just like using electric wrench because it makes things go a little faster. All right, now that you have it there, you can go ahead and snug them. That's good. All right, so next what you want to do is go ahead and hook back up your spark plug wires. And I know it seems like it's crazy, but it's not that bad. So I'm gonna show you the layout on this distributor. So on this particular distributor, cylinder 1 is gonna be this first one. This one here is gonna be cylinder 3. Cylinder 2 is the bottom one, and cylinder 4 is this one. So remember that: 1, 3, 2, 4. 1, 3, 2, 4. And cylinder count: 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's basically how you would run to reinstall your spark plug wire. So I go ahead and install them. This long one here is 1. And this one is 2. This middle one is 3. It goes here. And this last one will be 4. All right. And just install this little holder here to hold it. And reinstall the electrical connector at the back, located right here. Slide that in right there and clip in place. So that's it. And then we'll go ahead and reinstall the boot for the air breather. All right, guys. So to install this boot, just want to take it, slide it back into the intake plenum. Once you have it there, you have these 4 clips on the actual air filter part. Snap that, and 2 in the back. You want to get a Phillips screwdriver and tighten up this clamp in the back. All right, now you have that tight. Slide this breather hose back in. That's it, guys. All right, guys, so that's basically how you install your distributor cap, how you change all the seals on the distributor, and reinstall it. I thank you guys for watching. Make sure y'all continually tune in to the rest of my videos. Make sure y'all like the channel. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, and check out my GoFundMe at the bottom in the links below. Appreciate it, man. Y'all be blessed, and guess what? Peace.